guys, this is Gaming Cow. Welcome back to Pokemon Platinum Random Nuzlocke stuff. Last time we left off here because reasons. Yeah, there's a couple of trainer fights which I was kind of thinking we needed to do, and the video had gone long enough before. So let's just go ahead and do them as I thought this would be a trainer. So yeah, these beautiful wings, oh man. So the Birdkeeper trainers have been different in a lot of gens, and in this one, apparently she's a cop, but yeah, apparently in this game they are female trainers, which is kind of cool. Most of the time the Birdkeepers are actually guys, which I find a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. I'm just gonna go to Banner here because I do have Karate Chop as a super effective hit, which is fine. Endura really doesn't do anything against me here. Mudsport obviously doesn't do anything either. Gen 4 AI, you know the deal by now. I'll probably bring this up like every time, but whatever, you know. It dies in one hit because Karate Chop is secretly pretty good. So yeah. Yeah, I don't remember like how many Pokemon any of the trainers have or anything around here, so there's I just don't like overextending on stuff that way when I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. And man, that paralysis is annoying, but if I do get to hit, then I unfortunately do not. But I do have guts, so when I do eventually get to attack here, I will be in a much better shape for it. But that actually hurt a bit more than I was hoping for, and that did not do as much damage as I thought it would, so heck yeah. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Paralysis is one of the more annoying abilities. Like, obviously it's not the most dangerous one in terms of like sleep and freeze and everything being much more annoying. I have to switch out here because I might die if I don't. Yeah, sleep and freeze are much more debilitating outright, but paralysis is just super irritating because it, you know, you just can't move, and it's very common because Thunder Wave is really prominent, you know, other moves that can cause paralysis like Body Slam and Stun Spore, and Glare actually, although Glare is less accurate and much less common. Nowadays it's 100% accuracy, but it wasn't in these days. But it's just such an annoyance to deal with. Anyway, Bite is a pretty solid move, 65 base power Dark Attack, that can flinch, although Donatello's pretty slow, so probably not gonna happen. But it's much better than Tackle, so we will teach it over Tackle. Seems weird still having Absorb, I know, but I really do not think that Tackle is going to be any use, so whatever. Anyway, we get ourselves a TM down here, the TM for Taunt, which is pretty good. Taunt stops the opponent from using attack moves, non-attack moves even. Would be broken if it stopped attacks. It stops non-attack moves for about 3 turns or so. I really want to use Anarchy here, but he's kind of too low a level. He doesn't have a water attack yet, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, Mount Coronet is right next to us, as we know. That is fine. So you, Swimmer Mike, are going to send out a thing, and we are going to handle said thing. And we're going to do that with Horn Attack, because it is just the most powerful attack we have. 65 base power rather than 60 for Aerial Ace. And of course 30 for Rock Smash because of resistance from the Psychic type. So yeah, oh Magby though, that was not something I was hoping to see because that has a Flame Body, and I am probably going to get burned here. Also it's faster than my Heracross, wow. Rude much. Never mind, Horn Attack is still decently strong, and I should have used Aerial Ace there. I have no idea why I didn't. I am probably going to miss this because of that now, but no, that is good. And I do of course get the burn, which is unfortunate, but hey, what can you do? So, looking at it, I kind of am in a little bit of like a suffering position in terms of health for some of my Pokemon, but Donatello's looking pretty good. Driver's probably still okay. We can, I reckon we can explore the inside of this place. So, I don't remember how far we can go in, probably not too far, but yeah, we can't use strength, so we can't move that boulder up there, but we can use rock smash, so we can get an item down here, which is pretty fine. And that is literally as far as we can go, heck yeah. It's also an ice heal in case you get frozen, but we can get ourselves a new Pokemon in here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick before we head back towards the Eterna Gym. And Wigglytuff is not going to be that Pokemon, so I will meet you guys back when I can catch something. Okay, finally we can catch this Pokemon. Oh man, this is also not a Pokemon I can evolve to the final stage, I think, during the main game, because the Electrolyzer is post-game, but that's okay, we can get ourselves an Elekid nonetheless. So, I've been kind of noting to myself that we seem to be getting Pokemon in like phases here in terms of typing, because we had so many ground types in a row, and then we've had 2 electric types in a row here, and you know, it's kind of silly in a sense. We had a couple of fighting types really early on, and it's kind of interesting to see the whole thing of getting the same Pokemon basically over and over with it. Anyhow, that is not really too big of a concern despite getting paralyzed there, because we are still more than capable of catching this particular mon, and Elekid is really kind of cool. Like, if it wasn't for the ghost typing, it would probably replace Rotom at this point, although having said that, I haven't really used Rotom very much recently, so I don't know. It could still replace it anyway, because it's just neat. You know, it does evolve at level 30, which is kind of annoying, but it has a few other cool traits going for it. I'm just gonna go for the catch here. I do have a Dusk Ball, which I can use if it proves too much for the Pokeballs here, which it looks like it probably will. I should probably just use the Dusk Ball, because I think Elekid has a kind of low catch rate, and as you can see, it does have low kick as well. Yeah, we'll just use the Dust Ball. I'm not actually recording at night time very often at the moment, as you've been able to tell, and wow, 3.5 times catch rate and it instantly breaks out. That is ridiculous, good sir. I guess I have to weaken it a bit further after all. That is really bad. Dust Ball just did absolutely nothing there. Good job. So in that case, let's go ahead. I'll just use the Pokeballs for just now. I should be able to catch it within like 11 of them. One would hope. Yeah, there you go. It just didn't like the Dusk Ball because reasons. I have no idea why. That was super weird. Anyway, that isn't exactly the point here, because we do have our registration complete. So Elekid is here, and I don't exactly have a great name for this thing, but I'm gonna name it after one of the attacks that I remember. One of the attacks I remember seeing on an old Electabuzz, which is Voltbolt. I can't remember exactly which one it was on, but I know it was on one of them, and I think it was one that actually saw players. No, it wasn't on an Elekid at all, it was on Raikou EX, right? Voltbolt, the 2 lightning and a colorless, you did 100 damage to one of the opponent's benched if you discarded 2 lightning. So that was kind of a cool attack actually, but that card's no longer in format, so sad face for that. Anyway, actually, no, it's not, because it was in, like, I want to say Darkest Wars or something. Anyway, once you talked about the statue and stuff, yeah, Cynthia over here comes up, and, yeah. Cynthia's kind of a cool trainer. Cynthia is just super awesome in general. She will be a fairly prominent character during and throughout in the same thing. During this quest, she will be quite prevalent. So, yep, We have seen the statue, it's extremely powerful, blah blah blah, who knows? Yeah. And she gives us HM1 for cut. Now of course we can't actually use cut until we have done Gym 2, so yeah. Alright, we shall do that, Cynthia, whenever we eventually see him, which is probably not going to be for quite a while. But anyway, let's take a look at our new captures as well as get some healing going here, and we'll see what the Magnemite and the Elekid's natures are like. That will probably determine a decent bit as to whether I want to try and use one of them or not. But it is nice that should Mareep or, you know, potentially Rotom, I think I'm going to be switching Rotom out though at some point soon. Whenever I get a Pokemon, not deposit, whenever I get a Pokemon that I feel would be better to replace it, I might actually just use Fanby. I don't know, because I'm kind of lacking a little bit of physical power at the moment. Anyway, Magnemite's naive, it's kind of okay, I suppose. It's not the best nature it could be, but it's definitely not the worst. You know, its special attack is intact, which is fine. And Elekid is actually really solid. As a rash nature, special attack is better for Electabuzz at the very least, which is the only one of them I could get in the main game, and it keeps the attack power solid so that I could actually use that as well if I wanted. It's a bit of a shame that it cuts its slightly stronger defense, but as you can see, it's got a decent move pool already. You know, low kick is pretty good. Although I do have other fighting types, that's still fine. Thundershock and Quick Attack is not bad either, and it's really fast unlike a lot of my team. So that is definitely something I could consider instead of the Rotom. The main reason I'm keeping Rotom at the moment is that Ghost typing. That Ghost type is just so powerful because there's a lot of Pokemon in the early game that don't really have a way of touching it, and yeah, I feel like that's the stronger play. Anyhow, I should really do the gym stuff now, I guess. I'm not gonna fight Gardenia in this one, but I think I should probably do the rest of this gym. So, this gym's actually very different in Platinum compared to what it was in Diamond and Pearl. Because in Diamond and Pearl, it was basically just a go find the trainers and, you know, like behind bushes and stuff like that, kind of similar to the way that Erica's gym was in I think it was Gold and Silver that first did that. But now we defeat the trainers, and these the petals that form a clock face here will actually move, and you know, the hour, minute, hand stuff will change and let us get to different areas. So let's go ahead and begin that quest here. I forget what levels these guys are at, but I think Gardenia is at level 21 to 23, somewhere around about there. So, okay, 17, that's not too bad. I'm sure we can deal with that, so let's just go for it. Now, I don't know exactly what ability Nidoran has here. It might have Poison Point, and that would be kind of annoying, but then again, if it's going to poison sting me and get me that way, that would be even worse. But thankfully it does not have that. It might have also had Rivalry, because that really did no damage whatsoever, and because I was the opposite gender, that would make sense. You know, I would take less damage from attacks of the opposite gender, which is an interesting ability to have. It's a shame that it's a double-edged sword like that though. Whoa, Wormadam. One of the cooler cries in Gen 4. Not the coolest. Everybody knows what the coolest one is, but not the sort of Pokemon you would normally expect to find in a lot of team stuff. Protect is not going to do anything. It is a grass and bug type at this point, so 4 times weak to the aerial ice here. It is actually kind of fitting for this gym to have that Pokemon now, because it is a grass type, and this is a grass gym, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, we get ourselves, hopefully, yep, a level up for Bugsy, which is nice. I think in the long run I probably want to stick with Heracross rather than Machop, but Machop is really quite strong for just now because those fighting attacks are really powerful, and the fact that it could hit ghost types with them as well. So yeah, you can walk on hands to the clock, and that's how you get to the trainers. Yeah, like Gardenia said before, you have to defeat every trainer in order to reach her, so yeah, the clock face will move. It could have moved the other direction and it would have probably been quicker. Would have definitely been quicker, but you know, that's Gen 4 in a nutshell. But yes, you can walk on these, you jump over, and you find the trainer here. There's obviously no items and stuff like that to look for in a gym, so you just have to fight the trainers. There are 3 trainers to deal with in this thing, and I guess if you don't start with Chimchar, this gym can be kind of difficult because, wow, there's another Nidoran male. That's really weird. Huh. But yeah, this gym can actually be kind of tough because Staravia, as cool as it is, it has no special defense to speak of whatsoever, and it's very easy for, you know, like a same level Staravia to get 2-shot by Roserade. And that's not good, you know. Your answer to the grass type at this point would probably be Staravia. Oh, that fake out though. Yeah, it kind of would be that, and you don't really have the opportunity to do too much with it, simply because it can get 2-hit KO'd. Now, if you've leveled yourself up enough, that's fine. You know, you can deal with it, but it's not, you know, like if you're just playing the game normally like I've basically been doing here, you can see my levels are not really that high right now. This is one of the few games in the series where if you are trying to level a decently, you know, varied team, you will have to do some grinding for it. Because the AI levels are kind of usually above you if you don't, which is interesting. And of course, the difficulty of the trainers in terms of what Pokemon they have is, like I've said, in terms of what Pokemon they have, it's a little bit higher than average. Although maybe X and Y, if you didn't turn on the experience yet, would be harder. But you know, like a Roserade this early on in the game is a really high base stat total Pokemon to be dealing with. Especially, you know, it's got like 125 special attack, and that's way above anything that you can get right now. And I think like the next gym would have you know, a Pokemon of a similar sort of total, and yeah, they're just really powerful. Anyway, once you defeat one of these 2 trainers here, then you get to get back to the start if you want. Maybe it's just the early game that's really difficult that way, I forget. I think the Elite Four is relatively tough in this game, especially the champion. Like, the champion's actually really solid. Whoa, Haunter, okay. Level 19 Haunter, that's in and of itself kind of a little bit scary. Especially because it has Confuse Ray, oh man. Oh, let the hacks begin. I think it should also have Curse at this point, so it might well try and like kill itself, basically, which would be kind of awesome. Oh, I didn't realize it had that as well. Yeah, this could get really bad really quickly, and I might have to heal here. Nightshade does set damage. That's going to do 19 damage a turn here, which is pretty rough. And with me still being confused, yeah, I have to heal because Luck Axe is against me, and I do not trust that at all. I did say I would try and avoid using item stuff, but the exception is when I get locked out, and that kind of happened there, so we will heal ourselves back up with that. And yeah, if I'd hit myself in confusion, I would have died, so not going to have that. I wonder if I should fund away a bit. No, we'll go ahead and we'll just use this here. I might still lose Shauna here if I don't heal though, because I am still freaking confused. At least I get the Thunder Shock off. That's not going to kill it though. Yeah, it's going to leave it just in play. I have been confused for 3 turns now. I should break out, hopefully this turn. Confusion can last 4 turns, and it would be really annoying. There we go. Snap out. So, unfortunately having to use an item there, but that's confusion for you. Like I said, I am not afraid of using items when I get luck hacked out, and I will use one or two in order to make sure that it's fair. You know, if I lose a Pokemon because I just get like wrecked by an attack, that's fine, but I don't want to lose a Pokemon to bullcrap like luck. So, you know, confusion is stupid, and yeah, I'm not going to put up with that. So that is the final thing here, and you can walk across that, which is great. But we are not actually going to take on the gym leader this time because, well, I only really have... Oh no, maybe I could. I don't know. Is it worth it? I've already said a couple of times I'm not going to, though. I think we should probably just leave it until next time. So I've got a couple of things I want to do next time. I actually want to do the underground exploration stuff next time as well. I think if I can... I won't be able to show it off to the full extent and whatnot, but I do at least want to give the intro to it and everything. So, you know, you can see what the single player stuff is like for it at the very least. So, yeah, let's just save up there, and next time we'll take on Gardenia. So, this has been Gaming Gal playing Pokemon Platinum. Like I said, next time we'll do that, and until then, take care. Also, saving is really slow, but, you know, it doesn't help that the emulation itself is actually slowing down here as well. Alright, take care, guys.